Wait, the recording isn't 60 FPS? Well, the game plays in 60 FPS, trust me bro. My girlfriend is actually Canadian. So is Pokemon Scarlet finally worth playing? Stop, scratch that. Is Pokemon Scarlet actually playable now, stuttering bag of unoptimized shit it was at launch? Well, is it fair to re-review a game from a decade ago that seems at the time to be meant for a machine that only existed a decade into the future? Well, Game Freak apparently having access to a time machine aside, why don't they just buy lottery tickets with the good numbers or play the stocks? Are they stupid? Any review in my opinion is useless if you just cherry pick the good or bad parts to make your point, and the only fair unbiased opinion, especially on something with as rabid a fanbase as this series, is to go through the game as it is on my brand spanking new Nintendo Switch 2. So you see exactly how it plays today, after I've edited hours of gameplay down to however many minutes and cherry picked only the footage that proves my point, of course. You start off with an advertisement for the school that you don't really go to because you're too busy throwing your balls at wild dogs and feral magical kittens. It's like the Hogwarts situation. Are you actually getting a proper education to prepare you for a career in manual labor in today's economy? Or are you really being trained as a child soldier for some far-off war none of the adults want to tell you about because it's being fought entirely with magical house pets? Seriously, when I play it at 60 FPS, I don't know, maybe the game just doesn't like you because you're too ugly. Who's that? It's my mom's new boyfriend. No, I'm serious. The first thing your mom does when this guy shows up is to offer him tea, but not before sending you away to your room. What kind of tea am I not allowed to see, huh, Mom? You can't bribe me with gifts. Oh look, it's a ducky made out of water. I picked the one that says living things on fire because I have issues. So, no joke, I'm pretty sure the implied connotations here is that your mom got you into this prestigious private school by f***ing the dean regularly and shaking her ass for anybody in a position of authority. Man, I'm so glad all that processing power in the Nintendo Switch 2 is being put to good use, because the ground and grass textures were just too much for 2017 technology. Oh shit, it's Disney Godzilla. Oh shit, it's just a bunch of puppies, isn't it? Get the f*** out of here before I eat you. I'm Korean, yes? Oh shit, it's... Hey, did your mom f*** the principal to get you into the school as well? Well, I'm not gonna stand for some floozy bitch trying to steal my mom's boyfriend, so... Bitch! What if I just beat the shit out of you, huh, little boy? Close enough. Hey, what if a duck can make you hang yourself with mind control superpowers? Wouldn't that be funny? Hahaha. Did your mom f*** the headmaster to get you into the school too? Is she blind?
Why such a douche?
There are apparently loot boxes in this game, but the free and good kind like God intended. Oh, I forgot this episode was sponsored by Swarovski. What the f*** is this N64 shit? So... why would I... Oh shit, it's a street gang. Man, I thought all these private schools had good security, because otherwise why did my mom f*** the director of the school board to get me here? Swarovski takes no sass. So, you want to explain why my mom f***ed you? Because I just got mugged on the way in here. I'm just f***ing with him. Now we're in the same chat group. You can't make friends without social media approval in 2025. Well, might as well see what my single mother's putting out is paying for. At least I'm making friends. How many blowjobs at tea time paid for this? And then, as it turns out, you don't even go to the school mommy's expensive lingerie bought. Because the school is really a front for the local wildlife MMA deathmatch scene, because all everybody wants for you to do is to fight things by proxy of magical animals. Your three big quest lines are in order: fight street gangs by proxy of magical animals, fight for the heavyweight champion of the world title of fighting by proxy of magical animals with fighting by proxy of magical animals, and finding long lost magical animals to then fight with by proxy of magical animals. Why does he even have wheels if you can't ride him like a bike? And he still runs using his feet. Always take free food from strangers. Always eat stuff you pick up off the ground. Why the f*** would I ever let children play this game, Nintendo? Take some f***ing responsibility. Oh shit, my mom doesn't have health insurance. Well, time to ruin somebody's livelihood. This girl is so violent she needs to pee at the mere thought of Pokemon battles. You know, I poke fun, but I always thought challenging the gym leaders was a very simple, narratively appropriate motive for the plot of most of the Pokemon games, and a great incremental challenge for all of the skills you've been learning up until now. So what the f is this flow-breaking gatekeeping nonsense with olive soccer practice or whatever the f this is, huh? Oh, it was a scam. Free underage labor. I'm reporting you to Parliament.
Message from the government of Canada.
See, I was just joking about ruining livelihoods, because Pet's deathmatch ringleader is just a hobby and her real day job is being a bakery chef. Fuck you and your delicious cakes. Let's Dragon Ball Z this shit. Oh shit.
Well, Chief, don't quit your day job. Whatever that is.
It's gone from a cute Asian stuffy to racist Mexican character in a heartbeat. I don't know why none of the other trainers have figured out you can just moneybag your way to victory if you stockpile enough potions. I honestly don't see what my mom sees in you. And now I, as a 12-year-old, is called upon to single-handedly infiltrate and destroy a terrorist encampment. Why do we even go to school? Wait, what? His Pokemon is a f***ing car? F*** off, that's cheating. If that's allowed, what's gonna stop me from rocking up in a f***ing nuclear-armed B2? Come back, Taco Lizard. Go, Death Star.
You may fire when ready.
What?
And then you get some flashbacks about how the youth gang came to be to elicit sympathy, but forgive me for having none because you f***s just ran over my cat with your car. At the end of the day, this game has finally become the game it was supposed to be a decade ago, a decade later, and it only took a decade to do it, and now, what the hell do you want? F*** off. And I highly recommend it as the big RPG launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2, if only because it's either this or keep getting your ass kicked in Mario Kart World, which is kinda cheating now that you think about it, but whatever, I'm a grown-ass man, I barely tolerate the series to begin with, and really only bought this particular version of the game, Scarlet, so that I can sign off by saying,
frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Until I remember to come back to it months down the line because my Pokedex can't be left unfinished, or else my OCD ass will never be able to sleep again. Happy Canada Day, y'all! So, what is the most Canadian game ever made? Shut up, no it's not. I said made. Wow, these are some bare bones options. Also, we don't play indie trash here in the true north strong and free. It's big budget spectacle all the way circa late 2000s to early 2010s, when BioWare still existed as an independent entity or a label to be lauded as one of the country's greatest national treasures, right next to the Canadian Pacific Railway and our love of bagged milk. Suck it, Western Canada. So I'm entirely convinced Mass Effect was and is still the biggest and best Canadian game ever made. Get the f*** out of here, because Shepard, first name unknown, is actually Canadian. No, not from New Brunswick, you idiot. His name is Norman Bethune Shepard. Look him up. We can't all be Terry Fox. And he was also a secret agent embedded into communist China in the 1930s. Look him up, I said. This guy is Dutch though. I don't know what the f*** he's doing here. Hold on.
Profile reconstruction complete.
He was also black because Canadians are the most tolerant, non-openly racist people on earth. Trust me, my nigga.
Humanity needs a hero.
and Shepard's the best we've got.
I am soaking wet right now.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
So I thought we should start and probably never finish a Let's Play review of the best Canadian game with the only truly Canadian protagonist ever seen in gaming. In the spirit of this one particular holiday, while the federal government gives me time off at home to guzzle maple syrup and flip off the belligerent neighbor next door who keeps threatening to take all my stuff.
I hate that guy.
Anyways, this guy is canonically fully Canadian.
It'll give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Just listen to the way he talks.
Must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
Captain, we got a problem.
Oh wait, the plot.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Shit, dude, get out of the way, you're blocking the ass shot. Not gonna lie, I honestly thought that was a hand reaching down from the sky when I first played this back when I was a young, impressionable 35-year-old, which I still think might have been even better than a robot squid. Yeah, that.
Engaging stealth systems.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Dude is like, well, that raptor chicken guy is dead.
Damn!
This might actually count as pest control because I'm pretty sure those things are space raccoons like the kind we have in Ontario. Well, dude who thought that raptor chicken guy is dead. I'm honestly surprised they didn't stick him in a red jumpsuit just for shits and giggles. I, for one, will never stop singing the praises of this game that gave us such unique, instantly memorable armor design, which combines function with accentuating the wearer's tits and asses. 2007 was indeed a better time for us all. Seriously, just listen to him talk.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon. What else do you know about the Geth?
Those two robots were exchanging data about that bitch Janice next to the digital water cooler. Serves you right for slacking off at work, idiots.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
The Maker? I guess Mass Effect is actually a sequel to Dragon Age. Then what the hell happened to all the normal Earth religions that just tell us to kill each other because we each believe in different funny gods?
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god! What did you do?
It's all about that poutine while we polish our hockey sticks, eh?
Can you tell me anything about the beacon? What else can you tell me about the attack?
Okay, let's keep going.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Man, that zombie is so drunk. This is that wasted zombie again.
It's over on the other platform.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon? Tell me about the Geth attack.
Shit, that Geth went crazier than Corporal Jenkins. Shut up, Garrus. Fuck you, Garrus, even though I haven't met you yet. Seriously, the butt shots in this game are better than Stellar Blade.
You okay?
I'm fine.
It's collapsing.
Oh my Maker, you stupid woman, you just had to try to touch it.
Signs typically associated with intense streaming.
I saw...
It was Metal Space Cthulhu. I honestly don't know where the writing fell off a cliff for latter-day BioWare.
I'll always be here.
Playing this game decades down the line with only minimal upgrades to the graphics still feels like coming home, and the swell of music as you reach the Citadel just makes me want to go immediately to a Canadian Tire and buy some poutine.
You don't get right to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Bitches.
Bitch!
The Council has to listen to us.
F***ing bitches.
Bitch!
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth.
Bitch!
Tell me about Barlavon.
It's just like listening to my mom talk about the time we had to buy a new igloo because our old one ran out of Albertan oil.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker. I want to know more about the Spectre.
Okay, I think we need to keep playing.
It's founded on cooperation and alliance.
I should go.
It's got quite the, feel.
Who are you? Let her go.
Fucking show off. I'm just kidding, I love all these guys. They're the best non-existent ride or die bros a Canadian boy could ever ask for.
Where's the quarry?
Ride or die girls as well because seriously, they're all very likable.
Eden Prime was a major victory.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council.
That's Canada's ass.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
Objection!
Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status.
I tried to warn you about Saren.
Oh, holy shit, here it comes.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
I swear, it just came in my pants. No lie, and it's not even because the Asari counselor is hot and probably has a space OnlyFans and also dances at Korra's den on her days off.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance.
Seriously, this race is culturally obliged for interracial f***ing, and all their 3,000 years of wisdom somehow boils down to strippers and bust size increasing proportionally with age. Now that is good Canadian science fiction writing.
The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I hate this stupid blue bear. It automatically assumes the worst about you, like I'm gonna cheat like a scrub. Guilty until proven innocent. Get out of here with that communist bullshit because this is Canada. And besides, I'm not even gonna play the multiplayer. All I want is the story, so let's play Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2, aka a third person whatever that doesn't bog you down with Dark Souls shit for once. With a story about invading space turrets that... Oh wait, sorry, I put in Helldivers 2, my mistake, hold on. No, wait, I had it right the first time, sorry again. We are fighting Zerg now. No, really, it's the Zerg. Who's copying who here? Which one came first, Tyranids or 1997? I can't be asked to look, just tell me.
Kill team leader to squad. Box check.
Ooh, pretty. Well, I mean, you try to make fun of a story that's not really there. It's just rah rah, big space marines versus aliens. So there's really not much to go on. Hey, so you're not gonna need this anymore, right? Come on, you stupid pipe. And there's either, which I'm just gonna put on my ass for safekeeping. So while we can see at this point, I do appreciate there's zero backtracking and none of the sit at camp while touching yourself to heal for so long that somehow all the monsters come back to life. You can see it's still not entirely possible to completely escape the soul's influence that permeates gaming these days, because there are like 4 big colorful face buttons that are relegated these days to secondary actions, whereas the primary melee block counter button is always mapped to the shoulder. So I guess I honed all of my thumb reflexes since 1991 for nothing, eh? Sorry, I need this for stuff. So awkward to use. Shut up, little girl. I was raised on Devil May Cry. You wouldn't understand. Life was better back then. Must stick big metal dick inside robot. What? Oh shit.
Seismic disruptions have occurred. Launch trajectory may have been altered.
No, wait, this is actually pretty cool. It's like playing StarCraft at ground level. Man, am I glad Games Workshop are plagiarizing bastards, eh? This would make a sick roller coaster if it ever gets finished. I'm not even mad at the cutscene because it's actually pretty representative of all the stuff you can also do by yourself. So it's not actually a teasing, blue-balling bitch. Oh shit, it's just a generic white guy with brown hair and kinda angry. Never mind. You really can't run from Souls-likes no matter how hard you try, right? Game's over, go home. Nah, I'm just kidding. So then Skeletor nurses you back to health, and no, honestly, the story isn't exactly worth recapping, even if it is ultimately worth experience. Emperor something something, Xenos something something, Heresy something something, Chaos. And really, it can't and won't and really has no place to go beyond that. Doesn't ask you for anything more than repressed bloodlust because that bitch Janice yelled at you today at work again. She can't tell me what to do. What the f is seniority anyways? So you come home and just need to blow off some steam because Janice sucks. Hey, so how long have you been working here? And isn't Janice such a bitch? I wish she'd die.
Not to afford discord among the men.
Look at right, Scottish. I learned for a video, Braveheart.
The elevator code is 62#, right? You all saw that. Well, this is pretty liberal. I mean, you have a white space marine, a black space marine, and an Asian space marine, but only the white space marine is giving the orders, so all is right with the modern Western world, I guess, so long as we make sure the women aren't in any way in charge.
We must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord.
Oh man, this is cool. What happened to big spectacle games? Everything is just a dingy open world these days, and then you sit at a campfire trying to figure out where the f to go next. Like, really, what would you prefer? Math or punching this flower?
This was costly, and they paid for it dearly. The enemy numbers are not insignificant. I can do this all day.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. Less open worlds and more corridors. You don't choke a CPU because consent is important even for robots. And also, you actually have time and resources to design really cool scenery that you're sure the players won't miss out on. If you knew only 10% of your player base is ever gonna see it, you won't even bother putting all these bodies here. You'd just copy and paste another campfire or something. No, really, this game is 96% industrial area, but they still all look great. Wait, what? No, I'm not letting this go. Y'all saw that, right?
Transform and roll out.
I honestly recommend you buy this game because it's like a f***ing unicorn of linear pretty violence these days, and saving animals is important for the environment. I thought we agreed not to use AI generation in gaming, because all it does is take away wages from hardworking artists. Look at this 10 asses layered atop each other bullshit. Unicorn preservation, right? Okay, so now I know it's not just me being a nitpicking little harlot. It's seriously because, well, now I know why the 40k universe, all war, all the time, techno-fascist state is the way it is. It's because these idiots use the same motherfucking code for everything. The elevator is 62#. The doors are all 62#. The stupid safe guarding the Death Star activation codes is probably 62#. And that's how we're getting invaded on 9 fronts and are up to our eyeballs in Xeno filth who want to kill us, is because the IT guy was so lazy or incompetent that every code everywhere is 62#. So the aliens all have our bank accounts, hacked our defenses, and probably why chaos infiltrates humanity in all walks of life. It's because of IT guy using the same motherfucking code, because he can't be asked to remember more than or 3 different digits. I know that motto, it doesn't come cheap.
I'll give you command of a small team to hit the staging tanks.
Look at right, Scottish. I learned for a video, Braveheart.
I think this might be even more thematically appropriate if we got to paint this stuff and arrange poses.
Archmakers, for the last time, we must get you off-world!
Assessment equals inordinate ignorance.
Yeah, get the f*** off his lawn. And the game is pretty varied, so just when you're getting a little numb of the Zerg shooting, you fight a predator. Oh man, I'm so not gonna use this.
Archmagos, we have reached the transmitter.
So, like, this wasn't even a door or an elevator. This is a plot-critical machine you have to turn on because it's too important or some shit.
Major Sargana, what's your status?
We've lost a lot of men, a lot of heavy rounds, but we're still in the fight!
We're coming to you now. Nozick, will they hit? Lirio, do you read?
Full advantage of the jump packs.
I know the game doesn't last long, but it's time and money well spent because it also gives you what you want, knowing it's not a long-term relationship. At least in terms of the main plot. Nobody even plays the multiplayer. Get the f*** out of here. Oh man, what happened here?
Chaos.
Dude has serious religious PTSD, and that's actually his story and character arc.
Why is he back in battle so soon after such grievous surgery?
Sergeant Ventiad spoke of a death warrant.
Lieutenant.
Don't talk shit behind my back, it's not funny.
It's the cogitator within the facility.
Just change the code or add a few digits. My human fingers could brute force this shit if I knew it was only 3 digits.
Suffered catastrophic damage to
What are you talking about, going through a tunnel or something? Speak clearly and enunciate. So, a good game and a rarity in today's market as long as you don't mind or are actively looking for a short but visceral campaign. And a story that's really little more than an excuse to just shoot things while taking really pretty pictures, and somehow justifying to yourself that spending an average month's paycheck on a video card was really worth it. Let's keep playing. Such a great game. I am ultimately a simple man. I see big spectacle, I don't care if it lasts a dozen hours because that's like the length of 6 movies in the 90s. And all those tickets add up.
I have the high ground!
We've already established the big dumb jock Space Marines and the Human Emperor can't memorize more than 3 digits, and also use the same code for everything from the garage door opener to nuclear launch codes. F*** you, Xenos. You, Xenos. So I did finish the game, and yes, it was a worthwhile experience even if you aren't one of those social butterflies who plays multiplayer, because really nobody is doing this anymore. Everything is a Souls-like or Souls-adjacent, so sometimes it's just nice to play something with an untainted vision that's all about majestic scenery and lots of colorful violence. This door didn't even have a keypad because football players can't comprehend combinations, so all you have is just one big button or else they get confused. Come on guys, taxes paid for those. In many regards, this is now a better God of War game than the newest God of War games.
What manner of research could justify such a waste of human life? Still running. Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied.
The password is just stabbing. So they did not have it under control. I got it back under control. Give me a raise.
Chaos is chaos.
Oh man, that driver is so drunk. Oh man, that's my driver.
What was that?
Just took it to my vein!
Munitions secured.
Holy shit, a Canadian Space Marine. He's immediately my favorite. Look, I have some of his comrades on my desk. I'm not saying I don't like Call of Duty, I'm just saying I would like Call of Duty a lot more if it has aliens and shit. Yes! Don't get a turret section?
Captain Fairburn, come in. Chaos.
Vengeance for Canada!
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos. Chaos.
I don't need contact lenses, I have 20/20 vision. Honestly, I'm not entirely thrilled about the chaos thing because I think it's more of a mandate of the license than any real addition to the storytelling. Because there's like 5 races of interesting aliens who all want us dead already, so why am I stuck perpetually fighting the ones that are just humans but slightly more evil? I have your package from Amazon. You need to sign for it. I can't just leave it on your porch.
Startis could survive power.
I don't understand what this nerd is saying to me.
I was accused. It was my penance. What were you accused of?
Massive tax fraud. It's such a good sightseeing game because, hold on, gotta help the plebs. Oh man, there goes the local tourism trade. Toronto drivers. Very few games do the bombastic set pieces anymore. These days, everything is a wander around some ruins in a dreary overworld looking for the next bonfire so you can get all of your pittance of an allowance of 3 health potions back. Why even spend money making video games if you aren't gonna make actual video games? Like, I'm not even mad about the cinematics here because it's actually representative of what you can do in-game, which has come a long way from days gone by when the cool stuff is exclusively saved as a reward for trudging through all the boring stuff beforehand. You, Xenos.
What is this?
I set off a fart bomb. All the bugs are leaving. Dude, you okay? Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. Ah. What? She's the one who broke it, not me. Where can I get one of those floating segways?
Did he escape?
Yes, he did. He has plot-based teleportation powers.
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
I'm an atheist. So as we're heading into the finale of the game, I really just want to say that variety is indeed the spice of life. And I miss the days when studios were trying to one-up each other in terms of how big and bombastic they can make their somewhat interactive set pieces, because otherwise, why are we even playing video games if not to experience the thrill of actually participating in the climax of so many stories told through the medium of tapping thumbs?
Holy terror! Auspex cannot keep up with all this debris.
See, somebody just drove a Star Destroyer into a planet, and really for no other reason than shits and giggles. And because, well, what else are we gonna spend all of this game-making budget on if not a very bad example of interstellar parallel parking? I'm not actually knocking something like Elden Ring, I am knocking that clear, obscure stuff.
Sorry, I fucked up.
Which seems to think it was a hell of a lot better than it actually is by being all dour and opaque and shit when it really could have done with a lot more kaiju fights and less pretentiousness.
A relic from the dark age of technology.
So, like before TikTok? Seriously, what do you think the activation code is gonna be? Go ahead, I want you to guess.
You have seen one before.
Well, not that one exactly, but I've seen something like it, yes. Hey guys, what are you doing? Can I join?
I will not.
F***ing nerd, let's get him. Oh shit. Titus is the new Kratos now. He still has plot armor. See, even when the game is dark and dreary, like 90% going through an abandoned Amazon warehouse, it doesn't have to mean it should be colored in 3 shades of shit. It can also have a lot of purple. Because I didn't buy this HDR monitor for no money for no reason. I don't know, I think we'll need a Megazord to fight it though. Punt!
All formation!
Don't wear helmets, you idiots, you live longer. What did I tell you? Missed opportunity because there's no vehicle section in the entire game. And there's so many things you could have driven in the Warhammer 40k universe with guns attached to their guns that would have been fun to fire.
You will have only moments to execute your plans.
Well, it turns out the bad guys aren't very much smarter than us, because yeah, we use the same 3-digit code for everything, but their secret computer password is just turning this rock slightly sideways. You know what? You're all stupid, and you deserve this hellscape you've created for yourselves. Oh shit, I accidentally entered the developer level. Look at all these copy-pasted models. So I don't even get to fight the bird thing? So then I broke the thing, and this guy died. Sorry, don't know who he was. Although the game thinks I should. And the whole game narratively feels like a filler episode that goes nowhere in terms of fitting into the epic saga of Captain Titus Kills the Galaxy. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Because it is today a unicorn in gaming, and I would rather play any sequel to this series than spend one more minute getting lost in a game that has simply does not respect the time of those who were born with a genetic deficiency to be directionally challenged. Hey, you're into some weird shit. Don't lie, I know you are. I saw your search history. And I'm not even going to mention it again because A, it's just too weird that stuff you're really into, and really that's between you, God, Chinese God, and the relevant authorities who keep a file on that sort of thing. What the f is even wrong with you? You're sick. Get help fast for all our sakes. And B, we don't kink shame around here, so I won't make fun of or side-eye you for... And you give this really wonderful, unique, underappreciated, under-reviewed, under-advertised remake of some really wonderfully unique, underappreciated, under-reviewed, under-advertised game that originally came out on a really wonderful but not really that unique, somewhat underappreciated, definitely under-reviewed, under-advertised console about a bunch of maybe stereotypical racist characters fighting eldritch horror souls-like bosses a try. I sure hope you were reading all of that plot and narrative and shit because 1, I can't. No, really, I don't know my way around the alphabet, and 2, the game has great audio design but no voice acting whatsoever, so in that way maybe you can even classify it as a CRPG. Due to how much reading you will have to do, why the f do I have to enter into a pact to play this game, Bandai Namco? Are you the devil? Man, f you, I play the piano. Drums are for musically uneducated plebs.
You might want to go first.
So, like I said, the story is just about getting these miniature characters of uncivilized natives to somewhere, possibly a holy land, to do something, possibly enact a holy war, but the savages won't get off their asses and it's impossible to get them to move anywhere or to do anything without the use of catchy drum beats, the f***ing lazy n***. What did I say? They are, or else why would they all be black? The f***ing color I meant, and I refuse to believe this is a stylistic choice. As much as I have no faith in humanity in 2025, and so it must be racism. Oh shit, a dragon is coming to eat me because I'm too racist, hold on. Hahaha, f*** you, dragon. You can't afford to pay the toll. Oh cool, you can even equip weapons and armor on your... I didn't even say anything. I was gonna say warriors. Why do you have so little faith in humanity in 2025? Never mind, let's just play the game. Okay, so no, I'm not racist, thank you. Or at least I won't admit to anything on record. But it does bear mentioning the original Patapon game came out around the late 2000s or whenever. And that was about the same time Resident Evil 5 came out and caught a lot of flack for being racist towards black people. And I just thought I'd revive old animosities for, well, basically no reason. Like I said, I have very little faith in humanity. So why not just rip the band-aid of civilization off at this point and just admit we're all just monkeys in people clothes. And the only difference is who's holding the knife. It's me, I have the knife. Look at all this shit I've got. So is this guy like the elite tutorial chaperone you generally get to make sure you know how to play the game? And how you play the game is with music. And the consequences of your music is, apparently from what I can tell, outright genocide. See, I told you he's not here to stay. I really love the summary screen at the end of each level to show just how much stuff you stole and how many innocents you've pillaged. It's also pretty much a real-time strategy game because the point is to consistently add to your army of pixie savages with food and equipment. Birth apparently from the ground, so I don't know, maybe these are turnip people? Shields in the front, spears in the back. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
And in individual levels, it's all about using the face buttons, each one corresponding to one particular beat of the drums, from which you stitch together rhythms that tell your army to kill things, or to help you move, or set fire to another settlement. So basically a very unique take on Pikmin, if all your Pikmin were somehow even more psychotic mass-murdering parasites, and also musical prodigies in this case. And back at home base, you can give this tree some meat, don't ask, I don't know what the f that's about either, to jam with it for loot to further upgrade your army. It's surprisingly complicated with a lot more depth than you might have expected for something that looks like it should be played by stupid casual girls having periods on their toilets with their iPhones or whatever. In battles, it's all about the music and keeping up with the beat. A simple patapon pattern gets your guys to move forward. And a pom-pom patapon pattern tells them to kill things, because otherwise they're terminally lazy to the point of being outright suicidal. Oh look, a blood diamond! What the f was that? Come the f back here. You know what? Let's check out Patapon 2. Wow, somebody found some extra pennies under the couch cushions, eh? Look at how the cinematics budget has ballooned. This is a Noah's Ark story now, with Cthulhu and failure. All the pon-pons and patapatas still correspond to the same face buttons, so really I'd call it part 2 of the same game, instead of an outright sequel, but that kinda is what a sequel is, part 2, shut up. Like you know any better, Mr. Smarty Pants. Wait, eyes? They were eyes? I've been playing this game for almost 20 years now. I just thought they were characters of native islanders or, you know, a racist Japanese person's funny scribbles of black people. No, this is still Patapon 2. It looks like we basically haven't gone anywhere, eh? Oh look, a third button is coming into use now. Yeah, we're back to the first game. I figured you wouldn't be able to tell unless I outright told you. Oh man, shit, this dragon is hard. Shit, I've got like 3 guys left. Honestly, this is not an easy game. Oh, fuck. Retreat! So let's try this again, with the knowledge that boss attacks are all cleverly spaced out, giving you ample time to call for defensive postures, or outright attacks, which is kinda like having a bigger rhythm game wrapped around your rhythm game. Why didn't this win any awards back then? It's a cult now. I don't even know where they're going. Why does the price of soldiers go up when you click into this menu? That's blatant false advertising. Shit, I ran out of gear. Go, go, go! So at the end of the day, a really fun and unique game that you can and should even try even if you're deaf, because you can still time the beats just by the little flashes the screen does, so really you have no excuse, unless you're blind too. In that case, I say be happy with what you got in life, because some of us would really want to park in the handicapped spaces. Wow, this game really is hard. Hey, so like this game is really good and you should totally buy it. And it's totally not just because I've stripped away all veneer of civility by this point, as if we as a species ever had any to begin with, so we might as well not even bother and play the monkey game made for the monkey people. Once again, I don't know what the f is up with the video capture on the Nintendo Switch 2, because the game when played either in handheld mode or on a 12-inch big screen they put outside the cages to amuse your backwards monkey brain, sticks to a pretty steady fluid 60 FPS, outside of specific instances. But the videos are all capped to I think maybe 30 or 42.3 frames, which really doesn't do justice to how pretty and smooth the game looks and plays. Since Nintendo doesn't even know I exist, you know you can take my word for it, because I am essentially glazing the company without shame or an ounce of self-respect and for no monetary compensation, which is just about pathetic enough for you to understand no one in their right minds would be doing this for free, unless they were intent on telling you the truth. I thought those hats were supposed to be pretty heavy. Which monkey is embezzling from the safety equipment funds? Oh shit. Wow, Mother Earth is literally f***ed. He clipped through the model. Okay, where the f*** am I? Purple is bad, just like how The Simpsons taught us on Nintendo in the 80s. Huh? He can't understand you. He's a monkey. All he can do is, yeah, that. Okay, so the first big point in the game's favor is that it hates puzzles. Like, this is the game where one of the biggest selling points is f the puzzle nerds. Monkey smashes blocks because f you, nobody ever likes doing puzzles in video games, and if I'm carrying literal gods in my pocket, why the f do I still have to find a key to a door? But even when I don't, I should still just be able to do this because monkey's strong and using brain muscles are overrated. What the f? How's he floating? It's also got Dark Souls checkpoints. You really can't escape Souls-likes these days, no matter how hard you try. But what I generally find is Donkey Kong Bananza is exactly the kind of Souls-likes for people who really like, but also have very little patience for Souls-likes. Look how this boss is introduced. Like, I feel he should be dragging his entrails around, and 100 people on YouTube can then make really long-winded videos about his backstory, supposedly hinted at throughout the game, that they just really made the f*** up in their heads. Oh my monkey Jesus, his ass and his spine. Oh shit, all of that? What is a 007 pre-title sequence?
This never happened to the other.
I think DK just multiverse into the Tears of the Kingdom world. Maybe he can show that pussy Link how to solve puzzles like a real man. What the f is this? There is actually the bones of a pretty good brawler in this game, in addition to the kind of focus on fun and platforming that we come to expect from a Nintendo headliner. But what I really like was the game's unashamed appeal to the primal part of my monkey brain, where the solution to every problem is to just blow the shit up. Yeah, it's Dark Souls, but only better because I generally feel the climbing could have been done better though.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Girl was born from a rock. Is this a homage to that other famous monkey born from a rock? Missed the chance to have his fur turn golden and crackle with electricity. Open goal, Nintendo, come on. You remember that when I kidnap you 3 sequels from now, kid. Just pressing random buttons. This is just what a monkey does. Oh shit. I'm not saying there's not gonna be fan art of that lady sexy secretary monkey. I'm just gonna say I don't work for Visa or MasterCard, and therefore I don't give a fuck. Kink shaming is for losers. You take all the colors out and replace it with like 2 shades of brown, and you basically have Dark Souls with better monster design and really fun boss fights that are albeit somewhat easier so stupid kids don't throw a fit and their parents demand a refund because this game was supposed to keep them occupied while mommy f***s the DoorDash guy again. What? Yeah, there's actually a small gear grind included with the game where the stats don't really matter but still kinda do. This really is a Soulsborne, but the best kind, eh? Okay, so the next entire level is playing with shit. And again, not kink shaming, appropriate for monkeys, but I don't like the smell of farts, so let's just move on. See, this game is the best kind where the central mechanic carries over to the gameplay with very little restrictions. Like, nobody gives a f if I just punch my way to the objective marker. And yeah, I might miss a few bonfires, but that's on me. And the enemy design is quite varied and interesting, just like a good... Also, there's Devil May Cry challenge sections, so it's often worth it to explore off the beaten path. But I'm far too important for 100% completion, so let's just move on to an obviously kick-ass western complete with catchy music and lyrics. All it's really missing is a really slow dodge roll or maybe a button for a Sekiro counter.
Nobody's stronger than you, DK.
Oh, f*** you. What? Why? And nothing to stop you from killing all the quest givers, just like... So the idea is you sing, purple stuff goes away, you move on. Yet another really cool boss fight that sometimes might surprise you because the big motherfuckers are just a stopgap on the way to the really big motherfuckers. The next game that closes the door in my face and tells me I can't just headbutt my way through it is going straight into the refund pile. So by this point I'm about 5 levels deep and having an absolute ball being reduced to my baser instincts. But I did check and that's only about 30% of the game while making a beeline to the planet's core. So if you take into consideration of the fact that monkeys can be easily distracted by shiny stuff, and well, bananas, which is actually the entire plot of this game, you'll definitely get your money's worth even as we continue to explore more diverse biomes and fight interesting bosses. And I just want you to know that if Elden Ring actually told me where to go and also let me punch through the terrain to get to where I need to be, I might have actually finished that f***ing game by now, eh? I can't read cursive.
Stay with me. I don't even know who you are.
So y'all are waiting for GTA 6 and somehow y'all are convinced after more than a decade of GTA 5. It's not gonna be some sort of monetized mess of shark cards and multiplayer. I don't even know what it is you're supposed to be doing in GTA Online. Spending your last real pennies on fake money to buy fake houses and fake luxury cars to pretend you're actually successful in the life you are content to waste away. Meanwhile, as a responsible human being, I'm still here to tell you, let's just take a look at the last time Rockstar actually peaked as a maker of video games.
Food, medicine.
It's this game about eating oatcakes, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious.
Sneaky little bastard.
Yeah, that's you for paying so much for nothing, which is why I never got the GTA 5 story-based DLC I deserved, you
Wild thing, ain't ya? Leave her alone.
American women are feral creatures. Go get yourself a Canadian girlfriend.
He was my husband.
I have zero complaints about this game except for the...
A bunch of darkies. Your John will be fine.
Haha, it's funny because her day job is a prostitute. So everybody is her John. Now that's good writing. No complaints about this game whatsoever. No. Don't talk shit about me behind my back, I'm watching you. Some people bitch about the gunplay being slow and the character movements being sluggish. All I can say is, what, you got somewhere you need to be, Mr. President?
Shit.
This guy is actually a plot-critical future party member, but it doesn't mean you can't rob him. You know what? I like the slowly unwinding a portable power cable because it builds character.
Right up Main Street.
Okay.
It's not a redemption if you're not an asshole in the beginning, dumbass. Now that we're rich from me robbing that one dead guy for like $3, which is like 2 billion in whenever this game took place, we can finally move away from Canada because the whole point of us being criminals is to retire into what I think is Florida.
Here we are, gentlemen.
Hygiene is important. Nobody wants to eat oatcakes stuck in their hillbilly beards. It's okay, nobody says we're going on Broadway. I'm actually selling all of you into a whorehouse.
You couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
I mean, why the f don't I just collect on myself? That's just the sensible thing to do. See, games rarely make the effort to immerse you anymore. Like, I can't even read half this shit because the lighting actually depends on where you are at the time. And also because I'm pretty sure illiteracy is considered role-playing when you play Red Dead Redemption 2. Fan service sucks though. For voyeurism, you just can't beat the Japanese games.
I paid for wasting my time. What the hell are you doing here?
Trying to play him?
Now please help me out.
Redemption, remember?
How much you cost anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Was that Triss Marigold? Man, dude, don't sass her, she'll turn you into a frog. I don't know, I haven't seen a better bar fight in a video game, have you?
You want some too, huh?
One of my gay dads is having the Alzheimer's that makes him forget stools are for sitting. So by this point in the story, we're all getting settled in a sort of gypsy camp arrangement, bringing down the local property values. And yet, instead of thinking of ways to counteract the looming crisis of gentrification, we're still picking on this one guy whom I already robbed before, which just goes to show things are definitely going to end badly for this game. That's called foreshadowing, and no amount of hard work is going to make up for that.
Mein Herr, sprechen das Kaiserreich.
I don't speak German.
Vous parlez en français, je suis québécois canadien. Oui, ho 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 ho. Now we have penicillin. Penicillin is probably not going to help that guy. This is actually how Americans masturbate. This game makes skinning animals for cash look so easy. I'm totally going to try this on the next raccoon that kicks over my trash can.
I'll be... You stay away from my woman, you son of a bitch! Just a little peck on the cheek!
Well, you could blow me down.
Way to keep at it. Yes, sir.
What? Come on, he wasn't gonna need it, and neither is his wife. Yes, Arthur is a suck-up. It's called a redemption arc, bitch.
I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
So it's like a car you want me to shoot?
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
Sure, whatever. Why did you name that horse after me? Shit, I got hit by that car.
Being hunted.
By a car.
Will you shut up?
No, I won't. It's my video.
Shut your mouth, mister.
Most games wouldn't even draw out the bender to the extent this game has, and that's very important because most games think you're stupid and can't hold your attention on important things like plot and characters, and truly interactive serialized storytelling, and the importance of managing alcoholism early in your life without the need to distract you with loot boxes or gigantic asses.
You moron.
Bring it, jackass.
Jackass! Okay. Gentlemen, this is getting too rich for me.
Sit down.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I win one hand, night's over for me. F you.
Get it! Come on!
Oh shit, it must have been those sore losers driving that train. Hobo cuisine is the best cuisine. Change my mind. Oh, f you. Who's your insurance provider? The early goings is a mixed match of getting the gang back together and also trying to eke out a small living in occupied territory. And really is about as good as it gets narratively for these characters, so you are really setting the stage for all the darker, worse stuff to come, which at least excites me to keep playing.
If I lose Bessie, I lose everything! Oh, calm down, sir. God damn it, Arthur! Okay.
F you, I had him.
Just watch.
People really had very little fun before the invention of television. In America, this is considered walking to the door to greet you in lingerie with a beer. Ew, it's a girl. This is a manly game for men. Let's get out of here.
You are a gunslinger?
Not really. I mean, folks who need shooting, now try and shoot in the back.
Look, you can actually drift. With your horse, it took me 3 playthroughs before I realized you can do that. All the best, most immersive games has at least one government-ordained level where you play with shit. Behold, the marvel of modern engineering.
Now try and shoot in the back. Can I speak to the boy? Stand!
No way that comes back to bite me in the ass, now that we've already invented penicillin.
Get the supplies. Gotta head into town for Abigail anyway.
Get across the river!
See, I like the slow-ass gunplay where you have to reload practically each bullet as it comes into the chamber, and I also like how the shooting is measured and deliberate to really bring about that all-important factor of immersion I feel no other game even attempts in this day and age, let alone even having the ability to pull off like I'm doing driving this very hard-to-drive wagon.
About this.
Shit, hold on. He ain't gonna get run over there. Whatever, close enough. If you don't get turned into roadkill, you're a lucky man and should buy a lottery ticket.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved me.
Sure.
We're here. Thank you for all your help.
Ain't that dumb.
Yes, Arthur is a suck-up. He has serious daddy issues for at least half of this game. No, really, you can bait fish with cheese?
Can I take a break from fishing?
$5,000 for your head alone.
$5,000? For me? Can I turn myself in?
I say we do nothing.
Everybody stay calm or you'll get shot.
This is literally Grand Theft Stagecoach, and I'm glad the company hasn't forgotten its roots.
Message.
I honestly wouldn't mind just playing an entire game of redneck farming simulator if it was done with the care and attention this game gave to every aspect of its presentation.
25%.
15.
20.
18.
Done.
Dude, you should have gone to 19.35.
Hey, you keep robbing me!
Billionaires always want to pick on the little guy who's just trying to make an honest living robbing them. His redemption doesn't come until he later learns to move out and not live with his gay dads anymore. And finally, we've come to the point where the game has run afoul of the law in this area to such an extent that the Homeowners Association chased them out, which is really the running theme of this great game about friendly Americans and their weird ways.
Get out of here! Vamos!
And then you displace some settlers, take over their land for yourself, and all told, let's keep playing this wonderful, wonderful game, and hopefully make an entire series about this and its canonical sequel, so that by the time we're finished, GTA 6 will have come out and surprise us all, by getting rid of the multiplayer portion nobody wants in favor of actual storytelling again. How is it we have a billion Souls-like and Souls-adjacent or Souls-like adjacent-like games that have no business being Souls-like or adjacent and one new Ninja Gaiden since 2012? This injustice must not stand. Yes, I am outright admitting I bought this game just to show my support, and all you tender sperm sprouts there exist a strain of action gaming DNA that goes beyond motherfucking bonfires and getting lost everywhere. Just shut up and watch this cool cinematic without any voice acting. That's not a bonfire, it's a Buddha. F off, that's totally different. Well, it's a retro game, alright, which means if you touch the enemy, that counts as a hit in their favor. What kind of sense does that make, huh? So I can't even go in for a friendly handshake and then stab them in the groin because they have cooties or something. The one-hit kills, however, play nicely into the Ninja Fantasy. Well, if you didn't own a SNES back in the day, you wouldn't know what the f is going on, so f you, this is cinema. Wait, we don't get to play as Ryu? Ryu's been Raiden? Okay, so the gimmick of this game is, I don't know, something that's kind of like the Souls Gathering thing in Ninja Gaiden 2, which you should have played but didn't. But simplified to this point being you have a charged attack to one-shot enemies, but you can only charge it by hitting a charge type enemy or by sacrificing a little bit of your life just to get a charge. This is just a f***ing Street Fighter car stage, isn't it? I swear I lost on purpose just to see if he was gonna do the mid-air spinning pile driver. That's the Shrine Maiden? But this is Ninja Gaiden. Why is she old and ugly? Where is my Momiji? So I'm generally not opposed to the charge mechanic that is the game's main gimmick, simply because it does flow well with the action. And also because that's not my main gripe with this otherwise pretty good game. It also gets pretty telling that anytime a charged enemy comes on screen, you're gonna meet a bigger guy that will take a charge to put down. Sure buddy, you do you. No, my one gripe with this game is the limited direction of slashing. I mean, it's f***ing 2025. And retro doesn't mean we can't innovate upon what's already a good thing by letting me slash anywhere I f***ing want to. Even Contra had 8 directional shooting back in the day, so just look at the stupid shit I can't hit because it's 2 pixels above where my slashing animation goes. Oh, f*** you. Sure, don't kill him for reasons beyond my understanding, except for the fact that they didn't so much as hire a writer for this game, as they did hand a pencil to a monkey. Seriously, where is Momiji and Momiji's breast? I reiterate, this is not sexist. It's supposed to be Ninja Gaiden. You hanging ninja. 1, why is he immune to spikes and I'm not? And 2, no, I'm not going down there after him. Well, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Yes, you can fall into pits and die. No, I'm not gonna show you how. F*** off. What jarheads? You mean Marines? What the fuck? Oh right, the CIA's Anti-Japanese Demons and Ninjas Department, of course. Why does everything have to revolve around Americans? Why can't CSIS get any time in the limelight? You know the fire in the middle hurts you if you step on it, right? Oh shit, I just got Yamcha'd. Who are you? Oh right, the ninja girl that's also on the box. Shit, why can't I touch things? You better not be Castlevania-ing me because I praised you 4 minutes ago for not being the kind of game where you're f***ed if you have no sense of direction.
Can't remember. Was it the other way?
So the girl's gimmick is you're pretty much just playing Contra at this point because look, she's not a dumb shit man who insists on slashing left and right and can throw knives both up and down because girls are just born smarter. But also not really a good version of Contra because you're still limited to 4 cardinal directions in that case and can't shoot diagonally. I mean, she at least grasps the fundamental basics, as in projectile weapons are pretty useful, since you don't have to get close to somebody to stab them, but like all backwards Asians still clinging to tradition, she also hasn't grasped that a 9mm will probably beat throwing knives because there is such a thing as automatic fire. Shit, run! I don't know, her levels just feel so much easier since, you know, I'm allowed to shoot and shit. Creative looking bosses, excellent pixel graphics, and yes, I did start this review using the CRT filter to evoke the full nostalgic appeal this game is supposed to bring out, but quickly had to switch back because my eyes started f***ing bleeding and now we know some things are better left in the past, like limited directional slashing. What the f*** is wrong with you, game? Yes, we really care what accountant and henchman think. What the f*** is wrong with you, game? Why are these guys even at the high table? Thanks, but I have a lot of throwing knives already. Whee! Oh shit, that demon has a license to operate the subway. I don't know what a Battletoad is, do you? Oh no, why can't the man be the ghost? This game is so sexist. I swear if you start bringing door puzzles into this game. Oh, come on. Time door puzzles based on body swapping? Okay, I'm done here. I'll keep playing, but not for a while just yet, and while I'd like to be honest in telling you I'm just not built for thinking with my head so much as thinking with my thumb reflexes, I'd be lying if I said I just want to kill things, so let's just say the game is like, what, 6 hours long, and I've already shown you the gameplay from both protagonists, which is probably a quarter of that runtime, so I might as well not spoil the rest for you. Even though I don't f***ing care anymore, you're welcome. Thank me in the comments below. If you like ninjas, you're eating good in 2025. Almost as good as if you were in 1985. Look, there's a scrub mode, which I'm totally gonna use at some point because I'm just too f***ing important.
All this was accomplished thanks to the unquenchable ambitions of a single man named Lord Ruse.
So I'm thinking Lord Ruse lies a lot like pulling off ruses, as it were. So I liked Shinobi back in the day, but not as far back as you probably expected, considering my familiarity lies with the PS2 games, because they were really the precursors to a lot of acclaimed action games that came later, like the ones with all the big-breasted kunoichi. That means ninja girls, by the way. You so fondly remember for their big breasts, and also because the PS2 Shinobi games had one of the mainline series I'm positive none y'all even played that is actually called Kunoichi, which is about a girl ninja with somewhat indeterminate breast size because it's really blurry on a CRT TV and you can't really make it out back then. That is a precursor to all the other games about totally not female ninjas with the big butts. I do really like the art style, which seems to call to mind all those side-scrolling SNES games played back in the day as you imagine them in your mind.
Hello, dear. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Okay, bye, gotta go to work. Oh shit, we're screwed, they got helicopters and actual firearms, let's just surrender.
What?
No, seriously, they have bazookas, we have pajamas. It's not even an even matchup. Controls are nice and fluid, hits are crunchy and visceral, but there is one huge problem with Shinobi that is bothering me, which nobody has called out until now. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Sensei, thank you so much. You saved me.
See, I told you we should have surrendered. Okay, see, there it is. Motherfucker. Just let me finish this pretty but pretty okay and fun mechanically sound boss fight before I tell you. Okay, so if you haven't played the PS2 Shinobi games, they were all about one-hit kills, with a sword that hated your guts, so your life continuously drains while you use it, but by stacking hits and charging the blade, the sweet-ass objective was to avoid taking any damage and killing enemies to such a point that you can if you're good enough. One-shot the big bosses, which is kinda but not really replicated in Shinobi 2025. Shit, a door. Shit, a wannabe Metrovania. Shit, I want to be Super Saiyan. Actually, this is pretty cool. So, you see, Shinobi, to my memory and the memories of cool, handsome people who don't have to work for a living, is actually less about stringing together combos and kung fu fighting than it was all about the all-powerful one-hit kills that, as mentioned before, come as a payoff for being good enough at these games, analogous, I guess, to today's unborn sperm sprouts as whatever the f it is I'm doing right now in Sekiro. Don't care.
Anyway.
Yeah, of course I'm going to save up my pennies for the counter move. Every game is about counters these days. No, I don't want a V-trigger knee strike, Kenny. F*** off.
Hello, Joe. Desecrated your sacred ground.
He's a monkey. It means he pooped on my lawn. See, that's what was supposed to happen, but not as a glorified QTE for trailer advertisement, but ingrained as a part of the gameplay and built up to throughout the level if you're good enough. Yeah, I don't care about 100% completion. I don't even have the patience to not cut this video to absolute ribbons to satisfy my ADHD. So I mean, the story is barely worth of recounting. Some dudes named Joe kills a bunch of people in pseudo-ancient modern setting because ninjas mix really well with helicopters. And since it is a Japanese game, might as well throw in some robots in there. Just cut shit up, it's fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good boy. What the hell happened? What, did I win? See, I told you, robots.
Wow, I heard that clear as a bell.
And this game's insistence on combo-based Ninja Gaiden by ways of a modern side-scroller gameplay brings to mind a different modern side-scrolling ninja game I played very recently. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I also do own like this game, which I also bought like this year, which is actually called Ninja Gaiden, a series now famous for awesome combo-based gameplay. Yes, I know about the NES versions. I'm pretty sure they would have had combos in that game if they can get it to work, since more than 2 animations sets the processor on fire. Shut up. But it's also all about one-hit kills, whereas Shinobi's real crowning achievement in the PS2 era of instant gratification following 10 minutes of perfectly executed pulse-pounding action was the release not unlike a really good session with a professional escort that gets really great reviews on Google. Just makes me wonder if maybe the two of you got your notes mixed up or something during development. Yeah, I know you're pretty, but sometimes looks aren't everything, and context is important as well. Oh shit, something's wrong with my video card. Yeah, it's still good and fun when you get into that zen-like flow, but as a Shinobi game, it leaves a little to be desired after 22 years, since the last real good one. Please no, I got lost easily.
Can't remember. Was it the other way?
Also, I already bought Hollow Knight Silksong. It's pointless to go back. All you get is like one chest with some loose change in it. Sometimes you aren't even encouraged to go for the insta-kill, not when you can just kick a guy off a roof.
Shinobi's nearing the weapon, sir. Permission to fire?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, my ass is on fire. See, if I press the wrong button, I actually miss out on a one-shot. In this case, f*** you, game. I have fumbling thumbs. I understand why the drone exploded, but why did the soldier? Maybe I set off a grenade on his crotch. No. Oh, come on. Game is bugged. Wait for patches. 0 stars. What did I tell you about robots? Also, game is like maybe a dozen hours long if you want to play the crappy Metroidvania portion, so I'm gonna stop here so as not to spoil any more of it for you, but mostly because I can't be asked. So here's another cool game about big-breasted ninja girls you probably haven't played yet in this way. Do 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 do. Based on? I thought this was Metal Gear Solid 3. Get the f out of here, Konami. I don't know, does it look that much better? I can't even tell because I barely remember how the original looks, except it was pretty good looking back in 2004?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Quit aura farming, you drama queen. Not him, I like Snake. Big Boss, Naked, Solid, Old Pliskin, whatever your name is. I'm actually talking about the original creator of the series, one who shall not be named, lalelulelo, because I'm still holding a grudge for the travesty that was MGS5, and yes, this is about the voice acting because I wanted understood that it is totally possible to love a creator's work, while at the same time thinking the creator himself is a big fat phony who only fired his long-standing collaborator leading man in favor of the Tenmu version of the illustrious JB Spy roll call, Born Bunt, and Bauer, because it is the 2010s when finally all those Hollywood actors started actually returning his calls. Oh man, that guy's shins just got shredded by barbed wire. I don't know who that is. No, not everything has to be about Americans. Do you know who humanity's greatest hero Terry Fox is? Anyways, I fully subscribe to the belief that he who lalelulelo is indeed a frustrated movie director in the same way all those people who used to work at Blockbuster are also frustrated movie directors, who then begrudgingly started working on video games as an outlet for their undeniable creative talent, but yet still carry so much of a torch for non-interactive media entertainment that at the end of the day, somebody should probably see about paying for their therapy sessions to deal with their crippling self-esteem issues.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Yeah, I'm still talking here. He, lalelulelo, also pioneered the use of QTEs because this was at least a few weeks before God of War, and I'm absolutely sure there was some plagiarism involved. Case in point, how long have I been ranting about something which actually personally affects me very little, since I wasn't getting paid to repeat the last 3 words of the previous line of dialogue as a question. Anyway, and yet this cutscene is still going on to the point where I haven't had any chances to press buttons yet. Keeping in mind this is the edited trimmed down version. Fucking drama queen.
Don't like snakes?
No, I do. Not so much the guy who wrote this, but... I mean, you didn't really think much of it 2 decades ago, but it really seems like US military people is not attracting the best and brightest to enlist.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
So, are you some kind of doctor?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short.
What's your name?
Jane Doe.
So, are we married now?
Married. I know all about you.
I am your father.
I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. I can't teach you how to think.
Not sending the best of them.
Commencing virtuous mission. Now.
Fucking drama queen. Who the f are you even talking to? Ew, what's wrong with this face? You can fast forward, but you probably shouldn't since 90% of character development happens over the radio. I deserve that because animal abuse isn't funny. Shit, forgot to phone home. It's almost been 5 minutes. DRM kicks in otherwise and boots you out of the game.
If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted.
Forget that! I'm starting to swell up! Save yourself!
Oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. And I also didn't read the instructions on how to climb back up. Oh right, I'm not allowed to run. You know, I have no problems with the actual gameplay, which should still be lauded for the amount of maybe unnecessary but definitely still appreciated detail that goes into it. Just look at these guys still coming back to work now that the bees are probably gone.
Sorry for being so late.
No, I'm not trying to castrate him. That just happened to be where my knife landed. Anyways, there's a point to this. I'll tell you later. He's a Nazi, spoilers. I'm also pretty sure the entire game is just a modern skin layered over the same old bones of 2004, because the animations are just as I remember them.
America's truly a frightening country.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them.
Yeah, so if you go all slasher movie villain on the guards outside, I remember you're able to skip a pretty boring firefight afterwards, because you already killed everybody who was gonna come in here and raise complaints about your virtuous mission. And I wanted to see if that still holds true today. Nerd. See what I mean about 2004 animations? Oh shit, did I misremember? No, I didn't. This is a callback to the remake of a game that hasn't been remade yet. You know, Lalilulilo could have been forgiven for making this entire CQC display cutscene decades ago, when animations didn't go much beyond. But today, you can't help but wonder if this is one area Konami could have improved upon by letting me play the game I paid for.
American dog!
Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
It was Johnny Sasaki, who's also not in this game and hasn't been born yet. Hold on, gotta steal.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
It will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
I'm really glad David somebody got paid a lot of money for this, because this was a pretty big part of my childhood, along with the batshit conspiracy theories and modern military anime. Lady, you need help checking those bags? See, parts of what's really cool about video games is that unlike movies and other entirely non-interactive mediums, having absolutely amazing character design as seen in these weirdos and that robot ninja later goes a long way towards immersing you in the world. And I don't know about you, but I never once played a video game where I felt the story or gameplay are improved if I can recognize one of the characters as being some dude I saw on TV once, because that totally goes against what acting is supposed to be, which is to make you see the characters the actor is portraying and not the actor portraying the character. So yes, Lalilulilo is a f***ing hack, and I would probably have a lot more interest in playing the Death Stranding series if it had original character design instead of stitching the faces of whichever C-list thespian happened to be desperate enough to glaze up Lalilulilo as an auteur in order to score another paycheck.
Enter my unit.
You won't have much of a unit left if you grip it like that. I just paid off the mortgage on that gun. I'm American, yes. I'm sorry, I'm really Canadian. Stop hurting me. So, I mean, how all-terrain ICBM launcher can it be if you need like 12 helicopters to pick it up and move it around?
Use the force.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Not talking to you, you smell.
She's a nice catch.
It was the 60s. If you don't talk to a woman like this, they think you're weird, and hitting them is considered foreplay.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Russia's not sending their best either. You know how you can tell it's a Japanese game? The obsessive fascination with mushroom clouds brought on by being the only country that actually ate a nuke to the face. Twice. That's just how Snake goes to the bathroom. Serves you right, drama queen.
I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is she a doctor yet?
The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo these... You know what, let's just stop here, but first let me show you how the game looks without the original yellow-brown filter applied. Hey, this looks pretty good. You guys lied to me. You guys said it looked like crap. Stop living in the past, you morons. Hey look, I'm finally playing this game, and yes, I do understand it's snobbish to be fashionably late to a party, but I'm just better than you that way. I thought this was supposed to be the From Software magnum opus. Like you remember, this is more than the Souls games for which they made their reputation. So can somebody please explain to me why it's already going backwards? I mean, before, here evidenced by the tangentially related offshoot that was nonetheless the best of the From catalog. Next to the one with the cool robots.
Time to fly, 621.
We used to get really kick-ass dark fantasy cinematics to kickstart the game. But what is ostensibly the biggest, most hyped production? This is just looking at concept art.
Of the Elden Ring.
I mean, it's good concept art, but this is just lining up JPEGs and doing a film fade in Adobe Premiere. I can do this. Hire me, I need the money.
You found strength. A war. Oh.
What I can't do, and what I'm not entirely sure was money well spent, was on the voiceover guy, who seems to be really overcompensating for the fact that there's very little animation by being weirdly into his narration.
Oh. The ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Oh. 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 Gideon Othniel. Whom grace would again bless. Oh.
What the hell is this? The controls are, as always, needlessly finicky and complicated. And you still can't pause if you need to take a shit. You're all idiots. This is how I usually end up playing these games. My biggest bugbear being, at the end of the day, not the professed difficulty of this series. I've been playing action games longer than you've been alive, unswallowed sperm of the 2010s.
Objection!
Take this. And this. And, you know, if we were playing that lawyer game, this is about the time the kick-ass music starts and the idiot prosecutor gets a heart attack. But rather, if I tended to get lost easily without the use of a horse, the addition of one isn't going to help things any.
Of her kind is sure to seek.
Actually, I'm just looking for where the f I'm actually supposed to be going. Was I reading that, or did the ghost talk to me but only in subtitles?
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
There's a reason why the world has moved on from sharpened bits of metal. I can't even pick up this arrow again. It's right there. No stars. What? How did I miss? I had lock on. No stars. Let's see how that guy's doing against this very ordinary enemy. You guys lied to me. You said katana drawing is easy mode. Fuck, I wasted that last arrow. Shut up. Shut up. What I generally feel is this game and Modern Souls in general has more in common with a dark fantasy take on Zelda than it does the likes of Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter, Ninja Gaiden, or any other actual action game it's often compared to.
No shame in it. There is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless.
But I'm a girl already, so because the onus is more on exploration and puzzling out the environment than it is on the combat.
To Castle Stormvale.
No, wait, I'm not done talking.
If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless.
So I had to become a lesbian? Did that sheep just turn into a wheel and roll away from me? Anyway, and also on looting, crafting materials, but not in an exploding piñata manner. And basically all you're really missing are some dungeon puzzles and a boomerang to complete the comparison. Which, while not actually a bad thing, and certainly worthy of experiencing if for nothing else than the novelty value, does wear on the mind of those afflicted by short attention span and obsessive-compulsive disorder to know I'm at least making some progress and that the game might very well kindly tell me every now and then, huh? What the f is all of this stuff? Get out of here, eh? Are you my government-assigned wife? Can I send for a replacement with 2 working eyes?
They serve the 2 fingers.
Makes sense. 1 pink, 1 stink. Am I right, fellas?
I can play the role of maiden.
What makes you think I'm not a virgin? I'm not, but what makes you think you're better than me? What the f is the point of this? Does the game crash if you just say no?
I bequeath to you this ring.
Knowledge.
See, this is why I maintain the Souls Ring series is by far from's less attractive output, because there's no real guiding principle of gameplay upon which all the other aspects are based. Like, if I get stuck on a boss, I'm never really sure if it's because I'm not doing math right, or if I need to build a warrior, or if I made a mistake by picking a wizard, because the game holds some kind of grudge against intellectuals, whereas you always know where you stand with the other better offerings. With robots, bolt more missiles onto your crotch. With ninjas, play Dance Dance Revolution. It's just simpler that way. Like, if I didn't have a guide on hand, how the f would I even know what this is used for? Or the fact that you should pretty much exhaust every available dialogue option with sad NPCs until they either tell you to f off or bribe you with items you would have never gotten otherwise to f off.
But I don't have your courage.
So what you're saying is I should use a guide. Look, I'm making this guy spread out his legs. What a whore.
There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the finger maiden, yet can offer no guidance.
Holy shit, what the f is that? Blatant false advertising. Now how am I gonna finish the game because I'm not a f***ing virgin either? See, my first instinct with any game that allows it is to grind like a motherfucker for a week until I'm massively overpowered for whatever follows. I used to play World of Warcraft. It doesn't bother me in the least. So a game that straddles the uncomfortable middle ground between stats kinda matter but not really, and gear kinda matters but not really, and dodge rolls kinda matter but you still need the stats, just confuses those of us without a doctorate from MIT. You know what? I am gonna find a guide. Hold on. Where the f am I? I don't know where this is. A rogue AI on the internet told me to go this way. You didn't get to see it, but I killed an endangered species and I got a dozen levels worth of experience for it, and now I can go back to playing the game, I guess. Also, the robot told me this is a really good spot to grind for experience. That sort of matters, but not really. Also, that same robot says even after going through all that to make yourself more powerful, you're a f***ing chump if you fight fair. So, what the f*** was even the point? Yes, you are a chump if you try to fight fair. Okay, you know what? We'll keep going when I can be asked.
We have a run.
So you like wastelands and cowboys and alternative history, eh? Well, it just so happens I also write books. Genuine novels with plot and characters, and this one is available now on Amazon about an alternate World War II Pacific theater that is like Firefly mixed with Inglourious Basterds.
See how feed us into your Nazi boss.
And I also have a Patreon now where if you subscribe, you get DRM free versions of the same books as soon as they come out. Why? Because I like money. Also because I'm posting entertainment opinions on YouTube, so frankly, I should have done this years ago because you know I'm completely without capability for shame.